Hello, everybody. This is again part of my plan to do every CSS Battle.dev daily target from the start to the finish. We're in December 10th. That's the 11th, and that's the 12th of 2023. Let's get right to it. Once again, I'm going to go with a blank template. I'm going to set a background color of this bright orange. And I'm going to start with the background color of this right here. All right, so if I set my margins, I can get exactly that shape. So top margin pushes it down 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 90, and then again 5, 6, 7, 70, and then is it 120 pixels tall? All right, cool. All right, so how do I get that shape? I think I'm going to use my best pal, the conic gradient. And this is a conic gradient, which is, let's see, what is the conic gradient here? It's sort of interlocking, or is it two linear gradients? Maybe it's two linear gradients. No, it's a conic gradient. We'll do a conic gradient. Okay, so we'll do, here's the pieces. It starts in the upper corner, and don't worry, I haven't forgot about the angles. 100 pixels wide and 100 pixels tall, and it's transparent. 25% or 90 degrees, and like that. So that is our conic, and we got to spell conic correctly. All right, so what is this monstrosity? That monstrosity is, so if I do no repeat, then you can see what I'm trying to build. Okay, so it's too tall, so we adjust this second background position or background size number. There it is. And then it's not wide enough to 120, 140, 50, 60, 70, 80, 81, 82. Okay. And then if we let it repeat on the y-axis, which is up and down, then we get that shape. And then if we set a backup color, then we get that shape. All right, so what next? We need an at value. That's the next thing we need, which is at. Right now it's at 50%, 50%. That's the default, and so let's adjust the, what are we going to adjust? We're going to adjust the X value, which is the first one. So how about 40%? About 35%, 34%. There it is. Okay, that's the first part. Then what? Now we need a clip path. And that clip path has 6. So this is a hexagon. Clip path, polygon. And it's if, okay, so let's say it's 100 pixels over, no, 50, let's say it's 50 pixels over, 0, and then 100 pixels over, 0. We've got to have commas between. Let's get that. And then the constants are 100%, 50%, so that's literally this middle point. And then we'll say 100 pixels, 100%, and then 50 pixels, 100%, and then 0, 50%. That's the shape. The numbers are all wrong, of course. So let's see, is that 60? Okay, that's closer. Let's increase this number. 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. Sure, 180. So that's close, not quite. So now it's about adjusting these numbers so that we have exactly what we want. I think, let's try, so I think we're not wide enough, right? So let's increase our side margin. 1, 2. That looks pretty good. But that means we also need to adjust this X value of the at. How about 33? Okay. And then that width needs to be a little bit different. How about 181 or 180? And let's submit that and see if we're in the ballpark. I would like to see 100%, and we see 99.9%, and so that's a no. Not quite there, but it's awfully close. All right, so what's the error? I definitely feel like setting these in pixels is going to do better, so let's do that. We'll try that. Let's take a look. And that is 100% match, and we'll take it. So we do our unit replacement, minification, and resubmit, and that's it. And that's a new high score, so we'll take that. So that's a very interesting shape, set with a clip path and a single conic gradient with a backup color. All right, next. I think again on this one, I definitely feel inclined to do 2 radial gradients, and that's it. So let's see what that looks like. The trickier one is the top circle, so let's do the top circle first. So radial gradient, and that's at 50%, 100%. That means it's going to be literally at this bottom edge, and then we'll move it using background position. So we'll go that, and then the dark color. And then we need to let what's underneath come through. And then we need a backup color, so I'm going to put red here just temporarily. Actually, let's do white. Well, let's do plain gray. Circle. The circle keyword gives us a perfect circle. And let's do 40 pixels, 0. Oh, and actually we need the inner color as well, don't we? That one's 40 pixels, and then this one is maybe like 100 pixels, something like that. And don't forget your commas. So that's that shape. So how do we put it in place? 0 minus 100 pixels. That will move it up. So a Y value that's negative. Oh, and I nailed it. That's surprising and great. All right, after that, we need another radial gradient. Circle, again. And that is that, and then that, and then let's get rid of that gray that we're no longer using. And we're also, so that one, we have an option. I feel like 0, how about 100 pixels? Okay, so then that number, is that exactly the same thing? Weirdly, 2, 1, 3. So there's 0 pixels. How about 10? So 20, 30, 40, 50. Moves it downward. How about 60? Is that it? So that's 2 radial gradients with just a little tweaking with their background position, and they're using the background size of the body. We don't need, so let's see if that's 100%. It is. Great. So let's unit replace and minify, and we won't bother with too much trouble. We could change some of these units to be pixel or percentages or Q units or those things, but it's just so satisfying to get the correct background in place. And this is a higher score than I've gotten in the past. For giggles, shall we try a Q unit? Q. So that is, so Q, and then 50, 100. See, is that better? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's submit that. Is that any better? I mean, that's the same basic shape, but with a different unit. And it's still basically the same score. How about 50%? Oh, that's no good. How about 30%? And look at the diff. 28, 27, 28.1, 0.2, 27.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.5, 6, 0.7. It's not like it really matters. Different units, but the principle is the same. That's the part that's the more interesting part for me. Is what are the pieces that I need to assemble this, and this is the kind of thing that will empower you to create interesting backgrounds for your web pages, and just style things coolly. All right, what's this guy? All right, so definitely has a feel. It's interesting. So what is that guy? Could that be part of a border? Could we set what's the interesting thing there? I guess you could do a repeating conic gradient. We do a background size that's like that. I definitely feel inclined that what this actually is two elements. Each one is a little different. One is the flopped version of the other, so P plus P has a scale of -1, and then we got a clip path, polygon, which is 0, 0, 100% 0, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more points, 100%, and then some number var A, and then is that 75% var B, and then 50% var A, and then 25% var dash B, and then a 0 var dash A. And if I put values in there, A is 10 pixels, and B is, let's see, oh wait, is var B a simple 100%? Yeah, so I don't even need that. Okay, so what do we got? There it is. So that's how you get that shape. So I mean, that's not the same shape, but let's put that into practice. Let's use our margins to move. There's 70, and then we use our margins again. 10, 20, there it is, and then we change our height. 5, 55, and then we change that variable 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 35. Boom. So that's one, and then if I add another one, there it is. Great. And if I do a margin, I guess I need margin 10, 0. 20, 30, 40, 50. Let's submit that. That's great. So let's replace our var A's with our 35 pixels. What, 35 into 55, is that an even number? I think I don't care. I think that's fine. Okay, whoops. I was going to replace all the var A's with 35 pixels. Okay, here we go. 35 pixels. I could search and replace, and I think there is also a multiple edit in this, but here we go. Let's resubmit. Make sure we're still in good position. Did I ruin it somehow? I don't think so. Unit replace, minify, resubmit, and we've done it. That's a tight 3 little guys there. Again, that's December 10th, 11th, and 12th of 2023. Very satisfying. Be good to each other. Make stuff with CSS. Make HTML. Make CSS. It's great. Have a great day. Bye.